Hello, I'm John Knight, a real American. I made a video on election day, my last video, my third one. I just wanted to get something out during the election because I was so knowing how important it was to get Donald Trump up there. I made an analogy of how I thought this country could become great again. And I said it like this: if we need to think of it like a football team. We need to let Jesus be the coach, Donald Trump be the quarterback, and us be the team. Because to be great again, I think we need to have a team mentality. And I don't think we can become great again without Jesus as the quarterback, no, as the coach. See, the coach, he's not actually out there playing on the field. Jesus is physically in heaven. Many of us that voted for Trump are members of the body of Christ. But Donald Trump is a great quarterback. He knows how to win. He knows how to win. And I don't know, but Camilla don't. That's just how it is. And a lot of people voted for Camilo. So I don't know how we're going to be great again, except I have an idea that I'm going to share with you. And look, cut me some slack. I'm an old man. I've never done anything like this. So I'm having to learn as I go. I just jumped in the middle and I'm doing the best I can. So I think I'm going to start off with singing a song. I wrote this song probably for most of it I wrote about 40 years ago. Some of it I wrote, the last verse I wrote later than that. And of all the songs I've written and sung, more people like this one. And this is about what a family ought to be like. This is a song about a family that really had it. And in Malachi, Jesus laid out what he thought a family ought to be. And he talked about it, and it's different than what a lot of people is saying today. He started off with a man and a woman. And so, how many people today think you can do something else than that? But they got a stupid idea. God's plan was a man and a woman to be committed to each other. It ain't supposed to be just fun and games on the weekend. It's a commitment. Man and a woman committed to each other such that the children born to their commitment will have a safe place to live. And so many people don't understand that. There's actually leaders out there who will say a man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman, but you will not read that in the Bible. And you won't read in there a man can be a woman and a woman. You won't read that. You'll hear some politicians say it. But listen, since I believe in that this book, the Bible, I can't buy that. God burned up a whole country of homosexuals. He just about destroyed the tribe of Benjamin. No need to say he's okay about it when he's not okay about it. His idea of a family is a man and a woman committed and subject to him and what he says to do, and loving the children born of their commitment and their relationship. That's God's idea of a family. And I'm singing a song about a family that's really got it together. And the family, we need to get back to understanding its importance. I'm going to hold this up right here. There's a lot of children out there, like this little girl standing up over nothing. She don't have a daddy or a mother to protect her. She's at the mercy of people that have captured her and are selling her She's not in a family where she's loved and protected. She is, I call it a portable Alcatraz she's in, being sold, putting slimy money in somebody's slimy pocket. And this really bothers me, that children are being treated that way, and I'll deal with that later. But I got a heart. I have a real understanding of how good it is to have a family that's like it ought to be. And this song is about a family that's really got it going now. And be better with fiddles and banjos and dobros and all, but we'll do it with one guitar today. Hope you like it. We will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. And Papa played the fiddle and the banjo. I played an old guitar. Mama be a puffin' on the mouth harp. Sister be a blowin' on a jar. And we just made a little music. Heaven couldn't be so fine as sitting on the edge of the back porch steps a little after supper time. Now Mama was the first to leave us. She always led the way, called us all around her, and I heard Mama say, I will go before you, and you will come behind. But we will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. Now Papa left soon after. He loved Mama so. Called us all around him, and he whispered soft and low, two have made the journey, two are left behind. But we will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. And Papa played the fiddle and the banjo. I played an old guitar. Mama be a puffin' on the mouth harp. Sister be a blowin' on a jar. And we just made a little music. Heaven couldn't be so fine. Sitting on the edge of the back porch steps a little after supper time. Sister left last summer while she was still young. She was called to Jesus with many songs unsung. She gently wiped away my tears, placed her hands in mine. Brother, we will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. Now I know things of heaven, their streets all paved with gold, living on forever and never growing old. And I know in heaven, a little further down the line, we will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. And Papa will play the fiddle and the banjo. I'll play an old guitar. Mama be a puffin' on the mouth harp. Sister be a blowin' on a jar. And we'll just make a little music. And heaven really is so fine. And we will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. We will meet on the back porch steps a little after supper time. And we will. And we will. Well, I'll introduce you a little bit about myself. In high school, I was a star actor. But the drama coach had to rework the plays to fit me. And it had to happen in the Deep South or I couldn't play the part. Because what you going to do with the way I talk? One play was supposed to have happened in Russia. Well, he had it happening in South Georgia. So I could be in the star. Well, I'm going to share the play we did. And in my memory, we won the state championship. Now, that was a long time ago, and maybe I ain't remembering it right, but I think we won first place in the state with this play. And it was called The No Count Boy. Oh, I didn't mean to tell you the name of the play, but that was the name of it, and I was the star. So it started off with me meeting this girl, and we were sitting and talking, and I was telling her about all the great things I had done and all the great things I was going to do. And if she would get together with me, we could really have a great life. And I was pouring it on, and she was kind of catching on that getting with me was going to be a good idea because her feller was not quite as fancy as I was talking, and she was thinking about maybe leaving him and going with me because I was really telling it and doing a good job. And about that time, when I just about had her convinced of how great I was, here came my sister. I had kind of run away from home, and she tracked me down. She got me by the ear and led me off the stage because I wasn't what I said I was. I was the no count boy. Now, I could say some fancy stuff, but I wasn't fancy. I could say I did some stuff that I didn't do. I said I would do some stuff that I couldn't have done. I was just the no count boy. And so I know that part real well, and I've kind of seen it played out here again lately because, I ain't trying to, maybe I need to be trying to get us back together as a country, but as I look at it, the Democratic Party with Slow Joe with no mojo and Camillo, they were saying things they hadn't done like I did. And they had plans. Well, I had plans, but plans don't get it. Oh, Lord, if you don't do it. So I'm saying they're the no count political party. I just can't get past it. Maybe I can work later towards getting it back together, but I'm and working as a total team right now. I really don't know how to deal with people that think like Slow Joe with no mojo and Camillo. Maybe I'm going to be working on it, seeing how we can work together. But millions of people voted for that. And I just don't get it. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful that there were enough people who voted against it that we're not going to have 4 more years of stupid. I'm thankful for that for the commitment, and I'm grateful to groups that have traditionally voted a different way for the Democratic Party that are seeing who they really are, what they really got. I'm grateful there was enough of them come over and join. I would say most of the people that voted for Trump were Christians, serious Christians. And so I would say that the majority of people, now I don't know that that's right, but I believe that's right. And if you'll look at the video called All Over the Earth that I made on Tuesday, I said, I'm saying that Trump's really going to win this thing. I don't know how it's going to go, but let's talk at it Thursday. Well, we're looking at it Thursday, and he really did. And I'm grateful for the wisdom that was shown by the people who voted for Donald Trump. He knows how to field a winning team. I told a man one time who we was talking, and I said, I think Donald Trump has a quality every American ought to have. He makes more than he spends. The guy didn't see it quite that way. He hung up on me. And but that's how I saw it, that Donald Trump is really going to, as a team, all of us real Americans behind him, playing, and him coaching, him quarterbacking and Jesus coaching, we're going to make America greater than it's ever been. Now, okay, I had a way that I was going to kind of wrap this up, but I think that right now, and I'm going to try and wrap it up, there's a couple of things. well, I'll tell you next time maybe a couple of things I think we need to be doing. But it's 2 Chronicles 7:14. With 40-something% of people that would vote for Slow Joe and Camilo, we need to pray for our country. Pray for our country. And it's coming to me, 2 Chronicles 7:14, that the ball is in Christians' court. It's in the court of Christians who really understand the big picture. In fact, we understand a bigger picture than the big picture. We understand a panoramic picture. If you don't have Jesus in your picture, you're in trouble. And I think that as Christians, we've got to really pray for a while. I mean, we got to pray from now on, but I think it's a while before Donald Trump steps in as the acting president. Supposed to be on, I think, January 20th. In the meantime, it seems to me that our time is well spent praying to God in heaven who could have burned us up. Hitler killed 6 million Jews. We beat him. America killed a lot more people than that. 60 million unborn children. 10 times more than Hitler, and he didn't burn us up yet. I think he's got something for us to do. And I think that we're right on the verge of doing it. But Lord, he could have burned us up a while back. He could have burned us up when we killed 30 million. He didn't. 40 million, he didn't. 50 million, he didn't. We done killed 60 million American babies, and he hadn't destroyed us yet. So I think that we really need to buckle down, and the remainder of time we got with Slow Joe with no mojo and Captain Camilo up there running the show. And look, maybe I can get around to trying to make us, but oh Lord, I haven't seen yet how I can agree with them on hardly anything. But I think in the meantime, until we can start it with Trump as the quarterback and us as the team and Jesus as the coach, that we need to pray in this time period. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, now the future of America, I think, rests in the hands of God's people, his children. If my people, called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal their land. Now, buddy, we got a bunch of sin that needs to be forgiven. Killing babies before they're born. My God. I won't go into some of the rest of it right now, but he needs to heal our land if we're going to be great again, because I'm telling you, we got millions out there that think that Camilo and Slow Joe is the stuff. But thank God we had more who thought something else was the way to go. And I'm grateful for all the people that used to vote Democrat that came over and voted for Donald Trump. I'm grateful that he's going to be our quarterback, and I truly believe that America will be greater than ever. And that's it for today, folks.